Hello there, and a very good evening to you. TSW welcomes you to this Wednesday evening. And we've got two brand new series for you tonight. There's This Is Your Life with Michael Aspel at 7 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock an all-star cast with Des O'Connor tonight. But first, we go over to the studios of ITN for the early evening news. It's 5:40.
Four of Britain's ITV companies lose their licences. Granada Television and Coronation Street are safe. Waldegrave, 99 new hospitals to get trust status. And Major face-to-face with Mandela at the Commonwealth Summit. Good evening. Four of commercial television's most famous companies lost their licences today in the biggest shake-up in ITV's history. Thames, TVAM, Southampton-based TVS and TSW covering the southwest all lost to rival bids. Thames, the biggest programme supplier to the national ITV network, was outbid by Carlton Television, the media services company. TVAM's national breakfast station bid a low £14.5 million and lost to Sunrise, a consortium backed by LWT. It bid £20 million more. TVS failed because it bid too high. The Independent Television Commission said it didn't believe the company would be able to sustain its programme output. The franchise was awarded to Meridian Broadcasting, a consortium put together by the advertising group MAI. And TSW, one of ITV's smallest companies, also lost because it bid too much. West Country Television, a consortium headed by the CBI chief John Bannum, won.
Champagne for Carlton executives, an independent production company which outbid Britain's biggest independent TV station, Thames, who were there to record the event for the local news. This morning, bidders for the new licences received faxes telling them if they'd won. This one, addressed to the Daybreak Consortium at ITN, had disappointing news. The Independent Television Commission had rejected the application.
Well, there we are.
It was left to the Commission to explain why four companies, including Thames and TVAM, had failed to retain the right to broadcast. It was measured on cash bids, the money they were prepared to pay the government, the quality of programming. The system had been heavily criticised.
I'm not prepared yet to say this is a good way or a bad way, because we've not done the work, we've just lived through it. But fortunately, it's the last way, because it won't happen again. These franchises are basically given to people for 20 years, and I do think that during that time, they'll settle down, and I can't ever see a franchise system of this sort taking place again.
For Meridian executives, it was time for a toast. They successfully ousted the existing franchise holder, TVS, with a smaller cash bid. Now they have to get a service ready.
Absolutely no danger of old favourites disappearing. The way the new ITV system will operate means that production companies, and TVS has every right to stay in business as a production company, can offer programmes direct to the network, and for that matter, we'd be delighted to work with them.
And at London Weekend Television, the stars were brought in after the station successfully beat off the competition. It was a different story at Thames. Staff learned the company had lost the contest in an in-house broadcast from the chief executive. It left workers angry and worried for the future.
I think that Thames are a wonderful company. We've made some excellent programmes in the past, and I don't think Carlton will ever come up to our expectations.
I got some wonderful men and women who work here at Thames, and to lose their jobs because of a higher cash bid when their track record could not be taken into account, only paper promises could be taken into account by the ITC, is very rough justice on those people.
Here, the look says everything. Phil Redmond's consortium failed to win. Granada succeeded with a smaller bid on the quality threshold. He can't understand why.
We can't see how, looking across the whole system, other people seem to have got through and we didn't. So that's something we're going to have to take a view on later today and tomorrow.
And why that company considers whether to take legal action, Richard Branson's group certainly will. They tried for 3 licenses and got nothing.
Decided to go to court to debate it with them, and because we are within our rights to go for a judicial review. And we would like to see the court overturn it and let us run Thames rather than Carlton.
But on Coronation Street, there were celebrations. Britain's longest-running soap will stay on the screens. Stephen Cape, ITN, Central London.
Staff at TVAM, the company which has held the national breakfast television licence since 1983, said they were shocked and saddened at today's news. Presenter Mike Morris said he was gutted.
Despite the jolly title sequences, there's been a number of dreadful mornings in the short history of TV-AM, but today's must be the very worst. Bruce Gingell, the man who made TV-AM profitable, gave the company's reaction.
Naturally, we're very deeply disappointed at the decision of the ITC. All the staff at TVM have demonstrated a great deal of skill and commitment in working together to create what is the outstanding breakfast television service, not only in this country, but in the world. It's an extraordinary decision.
On February the 1st, 1983, it was the famous five who presented Britain's first commercial breakfast service.
Hello, good morning, and welcome.
David Frost is in fact the only one of the five still connected with the station. But TVM lost money and quickly changed hands, and the original faces and ideals were changed too. There was a long, damaging strike and lockout, but Gingell forced through more flexible working methods and lower manning. Since then, TVM's sofa-driven service has been criticised.
Trawling through the papers for some of the dafter stories.
But it has been highly popular and highly profitable. But Gingell's bid for the new franchise was £20 million less than the successful Sunrise Consortium.
The £40 million bid was a proper and sensible bid given the exigencies of the exigency of the business. I do not believe that Sunrise will be a profitable company. I predict that Sunrise will be bankrupt in 1994.
TVM has revolutionised the television business in many ways, and it does seem very unjust that it is others who may reap the benefit.
We did not deserve this. We deserved special consideration for our achievements. That has not happened, and I feel gutted.
The champagne came out anyway today, despite the very real bitterness. David Rose, ITN, North London.
The losers in the franchise auction currently broadcast some of ITV's best-known series, like Minder, The Bill, and The Ruth Rendell Mysteries. It's not clear what will happen to them after 1993.
Every other Monday at 10:30, executives from 10 ITV companies meet here to decide which programmes are shown nationwide. From next year, those decisions will be in the hands of an independent group known as Central Scheduling. They'll buy and commission programmes in a similar way to Channel 4. With the demise of Thames and TVS, blockbusters like The Bill and The Ruth Rendell Mysteries will be up for grabs. In future, ITV will have to buy them, but both satellite television and the BBC can bid for them too.
My concern is that the BBC schedules look strong and have a BBC feel to them. Into that, there are one or two things here and there which may be on ITV at the moment, which could sit happily in the BBC schedule. And if they were to become available, I wouldn't rule those out.
Thames currently provides a third of peak time programmes, so viewers will probably see less of this.
We've got to get Morley's car again. Either nick it or a wheel so that we can check it.
And more cheap imports on the screen as the company tries to save money before 1993. Some believe financial pressures will mean fewer risks.
The first series of Minder didn't do that well with the audience, and it was only because we were at a time when people could say, all right, let's do another series, let's take a risk and do it. That happened. It wouldn't happen today, so you wouldn't have your Minder.
Many also fear that good documentaries and high-quality drama, which are expensive to make, will fall victim to cheaper programmes with guaranteed audience appeal.
And that's the news so far this evening. Next from ITN, Channel 4 News at 7. From me and the 540 team, bye for now. Have a nice evening.